This is Gavidgen, population 349. Originally a supply depot for the railways, Gavidgen has always been up against it, but when COVID hit, it wiped out the last remaining business, the pub. These days, there's a post office, a school, and the cheapest power and water campground we've found so far. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Thank you for joining us. This episode is about tips, tricks and pitfalls of travelling with dogs.
Oh God.
At the beautiful Gavidgen.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Okay, we thought we'd give you a rundown on Tonka's bed. I don't know how people go with dog beds, but we seem to go through 100 in every 2 or 3 years. But this one's called a tough mat, and there's the name there. This is the large size. Now this thing's waterproof and ripstop proof, so you'll probably find that they're very, very tough. We've had this in the motorhome now for near on 6 months, and it's like new. But all I do is I bring it out, because Tonk's a hairy old staffy, I just give it a rub like this and get as much of his hair off as I can. But you can gurney these. They're ripstop canvas. They're totally waterproof. So there's no, all the seams are waterproof, and there's no zips on them or anything like that. So, and they're an orthopaedic dog bed too.
It's memory foam.
Memory foam, yeah, yeah. So it's orthopaedic memory foam.
Yep.
And what was the price of them again?
This one is on sale. That's the large size.
Yeah, so this one's
on sale at the moment for $215.
Yeah, and they're normally about $270.
Yeah, from Rover Pet Products. I'll put the website up on the screen for you.
Yeah, but they're so tough. We leave it out here on the ground when he's outside. Brush it off and put it back in the motorhome. But it only takes 2 seconds to do that, and if they get really dirty, you just give them a wash.
Yeah, hose
them down with soap and water, or gurney. Even gurney them. So, yeah, tough mat, worth the money.
This is another product that we have for Tonka. We ordered this online, and that was years ago, so I honestly can't remember where from. But there are several companies if you just do a search on the internet. But we use this one just when we want him to be a little bit more secure. So it goes around the middle. And this is, I think I got this one from one of the pet stores, like Pet Barn. This is like a lead that goes around your waist. So if I take him for a run, I like to have sort of both arms free for balance. And so that adjusts around to your waist. And it's got a bit of a bungee, like inbuilt suspension, so that if he decides to take off, it just gives me that little bit of leeway. He's not going to pull me off balance when I'm running. So yeah, so that's another thing that we've got. It's also got this was stretchy, but it's not anymore. But it's also got somewhere you can attach your poo bags. There's a key link there to hold any keys. Yeah. But yeah, so that's been well worth it.
Beautiful. So this is the ratchet lead we use if we haven't got him on the harness and Susie's not running with him. We find that, I think we got this from Bunnings. It's been really reliable. We've had it on the road for 6 months and use it probably nearly every day. And the only thing with it is you haven't got as much control over him pulling from the neck. But there is one thing we use this for. Quite often is if we want to really control him. There
is a tip with these, and this is something that someone showed me once, and it works with all dogs, especially when you've got a stubborn staffy. They tend to, if you're in an environment, he's used to this environment at the moment, but if we were in an environment where he was really excitable and he's pulling, this is what you can do. You go under and through, and it creates almost like a little harness. But if you watch him now, come on, he's not pulling.
No.
And he won't pull.
And there's another reason we do this too, is if we got him in an area where he decides he wants to pee all the time, being a male dog, they can't pee. So it stops him doing that, which is a good thing.
Which comes in handy, like especially when I'll show the footage when we went to the Miles Historical Village. It's dog friendly, but you don't want him peeing all over the exhibitions.
Cocking his leg everywhere, leaving his mark.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt him at all.
No.
It's loose,
but
it just stops him from pulling. And you can try this with any dog.
Yeah.
With if you've got a long enough lead.
I'm very surprised because when he's just on the this lead on his collar, he pulls like crazy. But as soon as he's on this, he realises he can't, so he doesn't. So and he just stops.
And he stops straight away.
Yeah.
And if I take it off, okay.
He wants to go straight out,
off.
and he's off. There we go. So.
We're filming this episode at Gavidgen Sports Ground. This has to be the best value for money in Queensland. Unpowered sites are $5 a night, but for $10 per night you get power, water, showers, toilets, barbecue, concrete slabs, rubbish bins, 7 nights maximum stay, and there's a cute resident toilet frog to keep you company while you,
Another thing we carry with us is one of these collapsible water bowls. So very, very simple. We've got this at, I think...
That's a Bunnings buy too.
A Bunnings, yeah. So it's that. We just normally just carry bottled water with us because we don't know if we're going to get water at some of the places we go. So we just throw a couple of bottles of water in. And, so he does that. He's water. And then as soon as we're finished, we just give it a bit of a blow, like... Shake out and pop it back in the chimney up here.
Perfect.
Water bowl. Okay, another thing we got, because one thing you don't even think about out here is prickles, and don't you worry, there's plenty of them. So, and some of them are pretty big. So we've got some prickle boots here. They've got like little pads that Tonka got used to at home. And I can't say he absolutely adores them. He doesn't. But this has saved him many a time when there's just been prickles everywhere. I mean, where we're at the moment, there's a few prickle beds, but we can see them. But some places there's just prickles everywhere. So he has to wear these basically all day if he's out in the open. So they were from Bunnings. I think they're about $20-something.
Something like that.
Yeah, they weren't
I'll put the price up.
Yeah, so they weren't too expensive, but they're a little bit of a mongrel to put on because you've got to watch their dew claws at the front, so you've got to hold them and pull it up. But once they're on and strapped with these Velcro straps, they do stay on. So prickle boots. So think about them because if you're out on the road travelling, there will be places you will need them. So what?
So I want to use some of the fresh produce stuff that we got from Rob and Cheryl at the Golden Park Retreat.
Yep.
So what I thought I might do, I'm going to use the eggs that they gave us. Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, that hurt.
Oh, I bet it did.
Yeah, that's these are free range.
These are their eggs.
They just use the cartons.
Yeah.
So, in case you see
straight
that.
out of the chook's bum.
Yeah. So if you see the carton.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So I'm going to use look at the different sizes. They're crazy. Eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I thought I'm going to just make up a quiche.
Quiche.
Yeah, so because I've got some puff pastry in the freezer.
Yep.
And I'll put those in a larger pan. I'm just going to cut up some bacon, some onion, just dice them up. I'm going to fry those first.
Yep.
Really small, and then I'm going to put some puff pastry in.
And tomatoes.
And yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, chef. Yes, chef.
Yeah, I'm gonna fry those up first.
Don't do a Gordon Ramsay on me.
I'm going to not for this time slot. Yeah, and then I'll put some puff pastry in. I'll beat some eggs up, and I'll cut some tomatoes up. And so it's going to be a onion, bacon, tomato, cheese, and I'll whack it in the oven, and I'll bring it out 5 minutes before, and I'll grate some Parmesan cheese on the top.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully that will work.
All right. Well, we're not going to go through the whole rigmarole, are we? We're going to show the end.
Just some little snippets, and I'll if it works out okay, I'll put the recipe on the website. If it's not, well,
she's not going on the website. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Back.
Okay. What do you think?
Looks all right.
It looks all right. I'm just not too sure if it's done in the mills.
His pants did a good job, didn't it? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. And we've got a nice Greek salad here. And a beer. And a dog. Look at it all. So I'm doing the
Okay,
taste.
Charge, yeah, you're doing the taste
I'm
test.
doing the taste test. All right, so I've got a bit of the Greek salad.
And we put some of the snow peas
Yeah, here's snow
in the
peas.
salad, so
Yep.
that'll be nice.
So there's that.
Yep.
Bit of salt, pepper. Let's stick the old salt, pepper in it. And so fresh farm eggs.
Yep.
Quiche is done in the oven. Very nice.
Like it?
Yep, beautiful.
Cool.
Very good.
Is it website worthy though?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, no.
All right.
It's good flavour.
All right.
Good flavour.
I've just got to remember how I did it then.
No, no. I filmed it.
Okay.
Okay, well, with Tonka, we got to have someplace to put all his stuff. So this is Tonka's cupboard. So in here we keep his shampoos, his leads, his towels, his prickle boots, his body odor spray, whatever the bark butter.
Bark butter for his feet.
His warm jacket for winter, which we definitely don't need at the moment. What else we got in here?
His leave-in conditioner.
Yeah, his leave-in conditioner. So basically anything you need for your dogs, we've given him a cupboard, so we know where it all is, and saves us going, like, you know, having a bit down there and a bit here. So Tonka's cupboard.
Yep, we also store his poo bags.
Oh yeah, poo bags in there, and also his extra leads.
The poo bags come from Bunnings, don't
Yeah,
they?
so the cheapest ones we found so far is Bunnings. I think you get 200 or no, 400. I can't remember. I think it's 300 or 400 for around about $9.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. So and don't worry, they go through a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, Tonka does.
Yeah, true. Okay, so this is something that we got built into the motorhome when we bought it. It's a external shower. So what we do is we get the muck mat, put it on the ground, throw Tonka on there, wet him down, shampoo him up. We use a biodegradable organic shampoo, so it doesn't affect the environment or anything like that. And virtually we found out it's just a lot easier to wash him and that outside than try and, you know, we can't do it inside.
No.
The shower's only big enough for us, so let alone dog and him.
Yeah.
So that's something that's really good. And you just turn it on, hit the button, and you know, water comes out. So perfect.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dine. Serves this on her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fast. They'll put you down and leave you dead, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth, how they coming for you.
There you go, Charge.
I got him.
You finally saw your emu.
Saw me emus. There they are. Erica. Eugene.
I don't think that's their name.
Oh, they're going the other way. Oi, fellas! You want a chip? Chip! I got a chip!
They're not seagulls.
I got a chip. What do emus eat? You want a grub? An insect. I got a grasshopper. Oh, hang on. I got a grasshopper. There it is. He turned around. Look.
There you go.
You want the grassy hopper? It's a beautiful grassy hopper. Oh, there we go. I'm happy now. Yeah, I'm happy. Telling you, I looked over and I went, oh, the beavers.
Okay, so this is something else that's really a necessity, treating your dogs for parasites. So we use the NexGuard. There are various brands on the market, but this one's like an all-round. It's fleas, ticks, mange, mites, heartworm, roundworms, hookworms, whipworms, tapeworms, and it's a monthly treatment. So on the 5th of every month we give Tonka one of these, and we also carry his vaccination record, because you never know when you're going to need to go to a vet, or he may need to be boarded somewhere. Some places like to see the vaccination record, so we carry that with us, and you never know, we might need to, when his vaccination's due, we might need to get him done on the road somewhere rather than at his local vet at home. So we've just shown you our tips and tricks for travelling with the dog. But now we're going to talk about the pitfalls of travelling with the dog. Now this has come about because we had a comment from a lady on our Facebook page, Sharon Simpson.
Yes.
And she wanted to know what the pitfalls of travelling with a dog are. And there are many.
You're right.
So the first one that we wanted to mention was national parks and conservation parks are a no-go zone.
And some waterways, so mainly drinking water, so places like Ivanhoe Dam, just to name a few.
Yeah. So if you're keen on those sort of places, that's
a no-no.
That's a no-go. I mean, if you do have a dog, there's always options. You could have them babysat, for want of another word.
Yeah,
there are pet sitters around,
But that's not all waterways. Like I said, creeks, dams. There's a lot of dams, and like there's one out where we're staying at the moment, Lake Valentine, is it? Valentine? Lake Victoria. It's, not to be confused with the South African one.
No.
But yeah.
So there are always options. Sometimes you might go to a caravan park and there's other people who have a dog. You can sit their dog for a day and you can do like a swapsy type arrangement.
Yeah.
So the other thing to remember is that not all campsites are dog friendly.
Yeah, so how we've got around that one, we pretty well exclusively use Wikicamp and Google to plan our things, and there's actually a filter on there that says only show dog-friendly showgrounds, caravan parks, pub place, etc.
Yeah.
It's quite good out in the country. We've noticed most of the pretty well 99% of them. We've come across a couple, but 99% of them are dog friendly. So and that's what we mean by dog friendly, is that they've still got to be on a leash.
Yes.
So you can't just have them running around like willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually brings me to another point, which is another one of what I think is a pitfall, is I don't think we've been to a campsite yet that someone hasn't had their dog on a leash.
Yeah, and that's a bit concerning. I mean, Tonka's a really friendly dog, but if he was another dog was to come and chase up on him or get him cornered with us, and especially when he's on a lead, he'd become very vulnerable and tied up in a lead. And he's
in an unfamiliar environment too. You never know how they're going to react.
It's so true what Sue's just said. Then we've probably come to every single place we've been. There's people with their dogs or fleeces saying, "Oh, he's friendly, don't worry about it." But it's not. That's not the point. And the point is that they're supposed to be on a leash. So if you do the right thing, then do the right thing. I mean, if you've got an animal, you still got to restrain, because little kids, it's a million reasons.
It really does my anxiety. I mean, I have a lot of anxiety at the best of times, but when we rock up somewhere and someone's got a dog off a leash, it just...
I'll give you a perfect example. When we were at Leyburn, I was outside with Tonk and just letting him breathe the air and go through the whole world's problems and go to the toilet, obviously. And next thing, it was pitch black, couldn't see a thing, and could just barely see him with the torch. Next thing, I just said, ka-thump, 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 right? And it was a couple of big kangaroos coming through, and he went for them. And if I didn't have him on a lead, he would have been off after them. And I'll tell you, the roo wouldn't have come off second best. He would have. So it's just things like that. Just the unaware.
And tethers are cheap. We have him tethered.
Yep.
Actually, we should show the screw into the ground.
Yeah.
And the tether.
Yep.
Just so that you can see the type of. They're cheap from Bunnings.
Yeah, they're cheap, and they give you that security that you can have him outside and you don't have to hold him 24/7. And we've got a short tether if we've got people around us, and we've got a longer one like where we are at the moment. There's no one around us. There's actually just 2 people here, so he's got a little bit more moving around. But in saying that, he's under our feet anyway, so he's right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who likes to go to restaurants and pubs,
well, the pubs.
We have had a couple of dog-friendly pubs.
We've been on 3. We went one at Leyburn, we had one at Thangool, and we had one at Gavigin. Jambin, yes, the Jambin Hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah, Gavigin hasn't got a hotel. And the Jambin, and they were quite like. But in saying that, you can't have them in the bar. It's outside, so outside seating, outside beer gardens, things like that.
Yeah.
But most of them, no.
So if you're into eating out, it is quite restricted.
Yeah.
You really.
If you just want to go out for a nice meal and not have to worry about the dog, and sit down there and have a few beers and go through the public bar and things like that, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So
And that brings me to another restriction is we can never shop together.
No.
If we come to we've been going into Billawheeler to do our shopping.
We're nearly local.
There's a Woolworths in there, and 99.9% of the time I have to go in.
Yep.
Chachi sits in the car with Tonka.
Yep.
And so that means that all of the decisions on your food, what you're going to eat for the next couple of days,
everything,
the meals you're going to make, all fall on my head.
Yeah. I'm happy to go in and do it, but the same old story. We're just making the point that if you want to do things together in a local shopping centre, you can't, and you never will be able to, because one, you've got to have someone with the dog.
Yeah.
And the dog, you can't leave the dog at the motorhome.
Yeah.
You can't. He's got to come with us. So no matter where we go, we've got our third appendage.
Yeah. Where usually when we were at home, we would have done the grocery shopping together. We would have been talking about what we want to eat.
Yeah.
I'll cook this.
Yeah, because he's at home at our house and he's in a fully fenced yard. So and he had his doggy door where he can come in and out of the house. So there's no need for us to be there, and he doesn't have that what's it called when he's not with us anymore?
This separation
anxiety. And even now when we go back to the house, if we go out in the car, the couple of times we've been back to our house, if we go out in the car, he's trying to dig out of his own house now because
he tries to dig under the
because
fence.
he thinks we're going to leave him there. So that's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So that's a bit.
Yeah. So we've created a monster.
We have. Yeah. So the next thing that we need to talk about is the nighttime disruptions.
Oh yeah.
Where, just as Chachi just mentioned, back at home, Tonka had a doggy door. He used to go in and out at night time whenever he needed to. But when you're in a motorhome,
no doggy door,
and your dog needs to be tethered when they need to go out.
Yep.
He can be up, up to 4 or so times. A night.
And the whole problem with that is that we're trying to change his food requirements around to see if it makes it any better. So what we were doing is we were feeding him about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we thought, he's getting up because he wants to go to the toilet, obviously, and do his business.
He's digested it.
Yeah. So what we did is we're starting to give him his larger meal, and it's still early days, so we'll see how we go. But we're giving him his larger meal in the morning now around about 8 o'clock. And then during the day he does that, and then at night around the 4 o'clock we give him a small serving. So we're working on that to see if it worked. The first night didn't go too bad. The second night, it's only a once, but it's still once is you know, you still got to get up. So someone's getting up, someone's awake. So
it's worse than having a baby, actually.
It is
because babies grow and they grow out of it and they get into a routine. The dog doesn't.
No, it's this is the routine,
and you will never know like more intimately your dog's bowel movement than when you're travelling with one in a motorhome.
and you're reminded about it when they drop a couple too. I'll tell you. You think, time to better take him out to the toilet. Or the time that the worst ones I had is when he gets up and he goes out and he might do a pee or he might not, and then he just looks into the sky, and I'm thinking, are you right? Do you want to come back in? And then he's like, okay, let's go back inside now. I've woken you up.
Yeah. The world revolves around the dog.
Yeah, true.
Something else that we need to mention, and this was a story that I got from a lady, and it really hadn't occurred to me until she told me it. She was travelling in a camper van she was going from Adelaide or from South Australia. She had to be on the coast of New South Wales within a couple of days because she had to go back to work. Now, she was coming out of a town in South Australia, and she got a flat tyre. She called her roadside assist. They came, the guy changed the wheel. He jumped in the car, he took off, she took off on a merry way. A couple of kilometres out in the middle of whoop whoop, she saw her wheel passing her by down the road. The whole wheel had come off. And she then called the roadside assist, said, hey guy, the guy had just recently changed the tyre, obviously hadn't put it back on properly. And they said, well, we won't come out unless you can find 3 of the nuts.
Oh, great.
3 of the 5, we're not coming out because that's a totally, you'd have to have it towed. Anyway, so she ended up having to get the vehicle towed to the nearest town. There was an issue. She had to get to work, and she had to leave the van where it was. Now, she had a little dog. She tried to catch a taxi, can't catch a taxi, can't get an Uber. Yeah. Her last resort was to try and hire a car to get to the airport, to fly her back to New South Wales, and she tried to hire the car, and they said, no, sorry, we won't hire a car if you've got a dog.
Yeah.
So she eventually ended up putting the dog in her handbag, I kid you not. What dog? You know? And she ended up getting the car. But that's something to think about, is that if something goes wrong and you've got a dog with you, it's very, very hard. You've got to look at things like your accommodation.
Oh, yeah.
And just alternative transport, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky because we have the Jimny. So without the Jimny, we'd be stuffed in a few of these situations that we've had. So, So if you're not towing an alternative vehicle and your motorhome is it, or or whatever, your van's it, then, you've got to think of things like that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Good point.
That's it. Yeah. So there's lots to think about there if you are travelling with a dog. I mean, there's the joys of having your fur baby with you as well. It's not all...
No, he's 9 times out of 10 we have a ball with him, and he's enjoying life. Like he's enjoying the new smells and the new scenery and all that. He doesn't tell us that, but we're presuming he does. But no, it is a big commitment, and you got to seriously think about that because, as I said, it does restrict you in a lot of ways, but it also has a lot of good fun too.
Okay.
So
thank you for watching.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.